Transformers 96 here with another collection update. Haven't done a collection update in a long time, and I have been getting multiple requests for one. So sorry, I'm gonna try to do this like once a month, but I always forget about it, and by the time I do it, it's like 2 or 3 months since my last one. So very sorry. Starting off on the bottom shelf, this is my miscellaneous movie shelf, and we've got Pirates of the Caribbean. What is it? Real Steel. G.I. Joe Retaliation, as well as Men in Black 3, 3, and then Tron Legacy. And then we move over to just a really mixed match of stuff. We've got some Prometheus, some Marvel, Hobbit, and Pacific Rim, and even Wolverine. The art from Monsters University, he is just there for now, just as a placeholder. That's not where I'm going to keep him, because he really just doesn't fit in with everybody. So I'll be moving him, but that spot is reserved for the Wave 2 of Pacific Rim figures. I plan on getting the entire Wave 2, so that's where they're going to go. The Hobbit, you've got Hellboy, and then a bunch of Marvel movies. So yeah, there's my miscellaneous movie shelf. Alright, so this shelf has changed quite a lot. The Transformers animated stuff is there, and that has always been there. Moving over, I put my Masterpiece figures that I own here, which, I don't have too many, just 2. I have Thundercracker and Soundwave, so now they're here now, just because they really don't go with any of the Transformers stuff that I have on the just Transformers shelves, and because I have the Transformers animated stuff here, I thought it would be nice to display them, as well as they're really nice figures, so I do want them not to be just in a whole crowd of people, so that's why I did that. Like I said, to make room for DC stuff, I did move a portion of my comic DC stuff just down on the shelf. This is going to be another miscellaneous shelf. I do still have this Clone Wars, or Clone vehicle, and then this Jedi vehicle, some Halo stuff in the back, and the MTT. Before, you might remember, I had all the battle droids that come with the MTT, like, kind of around the MTT, but they just fell over so much because they just were not sturdy to stand up, so they are all in the MTT at the moment. Alright, now up to my DC shelf. As you can see, you got the Movie Masters Green Lantern stuff there, the entire Movie Masters Green Lantern series, and then a couple of the 3¼ inch what are the Guardians? Because I think that they're in pretty good scale with them then. And then some other miscellaneous movie Green Lantern items, and of course the Build-A-Figure Parallax. And then we move it over to the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises Movie Master stuff. As you can see, I've got all the Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters and a decent amount of Dark Knight, with the Hot Wheels and Hot Wheels Batmobiles, as well as the Bat. And yeah, some other miscellaneous small Batman stuff. And then we move it over, and we've got Superman, as you can see here. And of course the Superman series wasn't very large, but these are the ones that I have, which is basically everybody. I do have the black suit Superman, but I have him mint. And a couple Build-A-Figures on the wall. Then we have my Yellow Lantern collection, and then we have some Green Lanterns. Just because I didn't need to move them to the other shelf. Eventually, these will be moved with more DC figures and toys coming out. Which there doesn't seem to be very many coming out at the moment, but there will be. So yeah. And then here's my Arkham stuff. I greatly expanded my Arkham collection, just gave them a lot more room, so they are pretty spread out. And I am missing one member that was here before. That's, of course, Killer Croc. If you didn't see my pose video, the Killer Croc's arm broke off, like it has for many people that own that figure. So I'm in the process of fixing that, so he'll be back on the shelf when he's fixed. And then I do have another big spot for Solomon Grundy, because I do plan on getting that figure. Alright, so now we're at the Star Wars shelf. It's mostly Clone Wars, but a decent amount of Star Wars. As you can see, here's my Clone Wars collection. You've got my droids in that corner, and then these are just all the Clone Wars figures I own from all the times I've collected Clone Wars. I do have little General Grievous corner there with a few General Grievous figures and everything. Then I've got Jabba the Hutt. I have his set up, and pretty neat. I have all the guards, and there is another guard coming out. Very excited to get it, because I love Jabba the Hutt and all of his guards and everything. And then over more, we've got my vintage stuff. Unfortunately, I started collecting vintage very close to when they were ending their toy line, so I don't have so many vintage figures. I do have a decent amount mint, though, because they look awesome mint, but there's the vintage line. Very disappointed about them canceling that toy line. And then we've got more, all my clones in the corner there, as well as Obi-Wan's, his, what do they call it, just ship, I guess. And yeah. Alright, on the top shelf we have the movie Marvel. You've got Iron Man 3, Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, mostly 2 with a decent amount of, well, a few 3. There haven't been that many figures. So yeah, so pretty nice, you know, wish there was a better toy line for Iron Man 3, but what are you gonna do? Here's my Thor stuff. Of course, this will be greatly expanding over the next couple of months with Thor 2's release close at hand. And then we've got Captain America, mostly just Hydra soldiers, but yeah, nothing's changed there. This shelf I don't think has changed at all, very much at least. And then Avengers, of course, they're pretty spread out. I like the way that they're set up right now at the moment, but they are pretty spread out. So with Thor 2, I'll be able to condense these guys, condense Iron Man 3 a bit, and that should open up plenty of room for Thor 2 figures. So yeah. Alright, now you've got my comic Marvel figures. As you can see, this is in the front, there are Marvel Universe. Towards the back, we've got Marvel Legends. And then all the way in the back, we either have Marvel Select or Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures. So yeah. I do have Angel hanging up here. Very cool. So then I'll just slowly go over it all so you can see everything. Very disappointed about their decision to merge the Marvel Universe line with the Avengers line. Very disappointing, because it's a great toy line, but what are you going to do? And yeah, and then it comes over to, sorry, I've got some stuff in my way over here. Let's see. There we go. Alright, then we get over to Spider-Man. This is just all my Spider-Man stuff. I got just Spider-Man in the middle there with his villains surrounding him, and then I have the bigger villains, you know, in the back and everything. I like keeping Spider-Man separate because, you know, I don't want to put him on my Avengers movie shelf, but he is a very, you know, he's definitely a movie character, and I want to keep him in his own little thing because I love Spider-Man villains, and Spider-Man's one of my favorite series of stuff, you know, like comic and movie and stuff, so I definitely wanted to keep him a little separate from just the rest. Alright guys, now we're going to go over Transformers. It's really hard for me to shoot the Transformers because my tripod isn't tall enough to go all the way up, so I actually have to hold it. So sorry if it's a bit shaky, and plus I've had requests to go over it a little slower, so yeah. Oh, I am missing Soundwave right there because I'm going to be showing him in my Masterpiece Soundwave review, so he's not there at the moment. But yeah, here's all my Transformers Prime. I did actually move some stuff around because I used to have the Masterpiece Thundercracker right there, so when I took him out, it really opened up some space. I was able to condense and put the Transformers Prime stuff together. And yeah, so then we go over to movie Autobots from Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon. Well, you know what? I do have Jazz, so I do have some from the first movie, but not that many. Hope you can see everything well. In the corner there we've got the Wreckers. I do have the 3 deluxe Wreckers, of course, but they are transformed at the moment. I do plan on shooting another video with them, so that's why I haven't transformed them back yet. I do have Barricade here, just as a placeholder, you know, just for another Autobot or somebody from Transformers 4 or whatever. I just have some more space. And then we move over to more movie Autobots, the main ones though. And then in dead middle we've got Optimus Prime, the Supreme one and everything. Then we moved over to movie Decepticons from all 3 movies. Yep. And then a couple custom Seekers that I did. And then the concept Decepticons. And then because just of their sheer size, I do have the Marvel Universe Sentinel and Galactus there at the moment. They will probably be moved when Transformers 4 comes out because I'll need all the space I can get for that franchise, so yeah. And then while we're up here, just go over the Impactor stuff around the room. Got plenty of Star Wars vintage figures up top. We've got just all types of 3 3/4 inch figures in package. Of course, some Transformers, the Universal Studios, and then just more of these in-packaged figures. And then we'll come down here. We've just got more in-packaged stuff. And I have put the bases from the Man of Steel stuff just on the little edges there. So yeah, it's just more of this and there. I do have some, I have like 3 or 4 more figures to hang up at the moment, so I will do that. I even have a little Lego, although he's faced the wall, but I'll fix that. And then we come over here, next to the Detolf cabinets, we have more in-packaged items. And yeah, so that's my Transformer stuff and all the in-packaged stuff around the room.